Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Deku was in the 40K universe. And you guys, our actual full name is What If Evil Deku was in the 40K universe. So, I did like this little bit of a crossover thing. So, all the planets, I'm just gonna add My Hero Academia stuff, not 40K universe, because there's a lot of them. So yeah, but I am bringing over the characters from it. So some of them have buffs, some do not. So let's begin. And I am not going to add zooming to this what if. So, yeah. And it's going to be super dark. So, yeah. So, let's begin. Zuko being born. And the court doctor, at age of 4, told him and his parents that Zuko is quirkless. And so his parents didn't abandon him, but they loved him to death. So then Bakugo still picks on him like always. But then that is only at 4. So at age of 5, 6, he meets this girl, a same age as him. And her name is called Claire. So, yeah. So she already had a crush on him before her. And, yeah, so her parents were warlords, basically a space warlords thing. And they had many disagreements things. Or the humans disagreed with them. But then, when they sent their daughter, their daughter got discriminated for being because she's a daughter of the space warlords thing. So, but only person that doesn't see that in her was Zuko. He sees her as a normal person. And she fell in love with him. And yeah. So the couple days ago, or after that, she goes back home. Her parents could tell that she's in love with Zuko Midoriya. And so, because without her, they could just obliterate the planet, or turn the entire planet into their world. Basically, what I mean is, they basically turn every human into servants. Like, basically, instead of, like, I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. Instead of being like, the people have freedom to walk around and do whatever they want. Well, her parents, I know I was on it, her parents, if they took taken over the planet, things would be different. The people wouldn't be walking around doing their thing. They have to be like, they always have to serve a person or serve their species. Species. Yeah. So yeah. And this is their dad, or this is her dad, or actually, she did evolve from being this to being this, because, yeah. So, now, so, yeah, so then a time skip to 15. So, she finally confessed her love to Zuko, as Zuko, like, deep down, because he doesn't really show it to her, but he actually is in love with her. But he's just, it's like Boa, from One Piece, or Luffy. Like, if Luffy had that, what Boa had. So, and that girl right there, that one, is actually their mom. So, yeah. So, and plus, the rules in this what if, or like laws in this what if, is the same in real life, but in this one, the aliens, the ones that, like, her has their own separate rules. So the age requirement to marry is, to them, they could be at age of 15. So yeah. Because normally in real life, if you take into account, in real life, you have to be like over 18 to get married. I mean, I'm just using real life laws and for this world, or for this what if. So, yeah. So she basically gets married to Zuko when he's 15. And so when they were, like, went to their home world, or no, when Zuko went to other world to, like, or they were, like, talking about, like, what would they do after, and yeah, so they were talking, but behind the scenes, that's what I call them, behind the scenes, like off screen, the entire planet is getting like massacred by the aliens, slaughtering everyone. Some of them that lives, they let them live as servants. So, yeah, that's off screen or behind the scenes of the. So then they came, and sorry for the being very loud. Is because the machine is in the back. So yeah. So yeah. Hold on just 1 second. Let me turn that down. Okay. So Zuku, or so time skip. Zuku and her got, or after they were married and talked, and they had a little kid. I don't know what their names, or he doesn't have, or they didn't just have one kid. They had 14 kids. Yeah. And yeah. So they had a daughter that looks similar to their mom's is when they were young, or when she was young. And then some look like Zuku with like bat wings and horns. And some of their arms are just like what this guy has. So yeah. So yeah. So when they went back to Earth, they see people's in handcuffs, chains, and some of them were treated as dogs, and some were like auction stuff. Yeah. So, and Zuku, so the wife of his turned a innocent 15-year-old kid that was born quirkless into a villain, like a space warlord. But so her father is like, yeah, we're glad to see that our daughter chose you, Zuko, because our daughter was always been discriminated against your species. So yeah, then the mother's like, yeah, I agree. You're the only one that actually doesn't see that in our daughter. You see kindness. Yeah. So basically, and before this video gets like demonetized thing, that right there, that is actually her hand. she has a crab hand, like a lobster claw kind. So before. So, yeah. So then yeah. And he became an evil warlord thing. Like, evil space lord thing. And, yeah. So he took over the planet with his, like, family. Or his wife, his children's, and, yeah. But back at Earth, some humans were, like, created their own machines, and they rebelled against their own, like, captors or whatever those people are called. So, yeah. So they, yeah. Yeah, so they, yeah. I did have pictures of what they would look like, but this video is kind of morbid. And don't blame me. Blame one that's in the comments that recommended, like, hey, can you create a whatever Zuku was in 40K thing? And I, of course, agree on that because, yeah. So, yeah. And it's all focused on Zuku, so, yeah. So the heroes, villains, and the citizens teamed up to, yeah. And the picture that I was about to share was actually a big alien girl who has, like, Momo in one hand and, like holding her on the shoulder, and has Ochako on the leash in the other hand. Yeah. It was pretty dark stuff. But I chose not to, like, to show it. Because it's to be left up to your imagination. And, yeah. So, yeah. And they do have clothes on, so that's, yeah. So, then they, yeah. So then after that stuff happens, and they rebelled against them, and, yeah. And when I said some, like, of those humans did die, some were getting tortured. Not by Zuko, but the monsters. Like, controlling their minds kind of torture. Like, mentally. Or, not physically, mentally. Torturing them. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, Zuko was just hanging around with his wife and children's. And they came back. They see humans. They see his own their species gets defeated. But Zuko wasn't all bad thing. He actually did something that, like, and that no one else expected. Because in his dream, he had a dream of he came back and the world was literally destroyed by a nuke because the humans. So Zuko lands, and as everybody points guns and their quirks at him or at them, as he says, "Huh." As he starts giggling, I'm not all bad, you know that. As when the morning, or like before, it was like his kids were asleep and his wife was asleep, but he woke up. He snuck out of his bedroom and he had a nuclear powered plant thing, or like a unstable core that the humans processed before, and so he disposed of it for them because it was too unstable for because so as he says, or actually when he was like, be right back, as he flies, there was another power source, that he flew. He literally like drove the like spacecraft thing, and he grabs or actually, let's say one of those, I forget those things are called, the Sinestриals thing, the same species as what not energy, helium. The same species. This one. One of the species of his showed up. As he says, "Hey, what's up, dude?" "Oh, nothing much. I disposed of a unstable core that they came on my Earth. So, is there like one with a stable home? Let's think. Yes, there is, actually." As he pulls it out of thin air. Here you go. Thanks. How much? Well, here you go. I'll take it. So then he goes, as he goes, he walks, or he teleports, because when he does meet like Alien X or space ones, he ends up being super nice and like, here you go. Izuku just like straight up win. He actually gains the powers of him, so he teleports or Zuku teleports to the core. So he says, all right, as he plugs it in, and yeah, now he wasn't all bad. So I asked the person that is in the comments that because when I asked, or when they asked me to do it, I thought, how evil should the Zuku could be, but he toned it down, because I do not want I do not want people like, or I don't want the Zuku to be like, oh, I destroyed the entire planet. Now I'm gonna be stuck with my wife and children and their parents for the rest of my life. So heck yeah, I am not gonna do that, because that's way over the line of Zuku from canon version. So the only person that actually knew about that was her mother. And was like, do you know you have an unstable core, right? Yeah, I did not know that. And so then, yeah. So then they were like, yeah. So then she knew that her son-in-law went and got a new one. She allowed him to do it. She didn't tell anyone else. Zuku and her were the only ones. And so when Zuku's parents and the pro heroes heard that reason why they were in custody in the first place was actually to teach them a lesson of don't mess with the ones that discriminate. Like basically, don't offend or don't be offensive to others. That's a public announcement. Do not be offending anyone. Basically, what I'm trying to say is don't say anything that's racist stuff. Because that offends people. So do not do that. Public announcement. So that's why. So be safe with other people and aliens. Because aliens are people that we don't understand. And basically what I mean is there could be some aliens that are vicious, man thirsty, all that stuff. They used to be, that's how their minds are set. And then there's ones with people like her that would rather hang out and chill out with people like us. So, yeah. So let's get back into the what if. So, yeah. So then the people were like, yeah, we all were trying to get you away from the core thing before Izuku got back. As all my was pretty dumbfounded. So, yeah. So then and, so their father agrees that, like, I hope that our men didn't hurt you too bad. And they're like, not at all, actually. We thought you were like trying to make us servants of, but in reality, it's you could do your own free will thing, but it's just stay away from the power core. That's all we were trying to enforce. Oh, that makes sense. You should have told us before. Yeah. So, but Zuko and his wife and children and his wife's parents are wanted criminals in the entire universe, galaxies. So they're getting, like, hunted by a bounty hunter that wants them in as alive to, Oh, no copyright. Just, no, that's actually my voice. So, if you guys want me to do a new What If that isn't Mormon, I think I should do a What If of my choice one. I already have one that's going to be... because who... or type in hashtag I remember that video. It was a video of Castle King. It was called What If Deku Was Castle King? Or something like that. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Cast Gates. Yeah, Castle Gates. Zuko was a Castle Gates thing. Well, I decided to create a new one. A new What If that I'm currently working on. And but it's from One Piece, where it is called, I think it was called Castle Fruit. It got eaten by a crime boss. It's this guy right here. But, so if you guys want me to do this What If, I would happily to, because my first thought was sorry, I had to clear my throat out. The first thought was to turn our most beloved hated character into a good guy. One, it takes it. It's an alternate timeline version, and no, it is not like anime or the manga episodes. It's the quite opposite. It's a alternate version, so basically I can pick one, because in the that what if thing, instead of him being a like, oh, I'm a villain and I chose the princess as to be like a wife thing. But Zuko, or no, but the Vander Decken, or Decken, or you could see it, was, but in the alternate timeline version, he would have been like, I see the princess and her brothers as my own siblings. I treat them with respect and not as he wouldn't be a weirdo, and he would have saved the queen from her death, and they made a cardboard box or cardboard cutout version to make it look so real. And replace the real documents with the fake ones, so that him being super nice, like all that stuff. So, if you guys want me to do that, or what if Deku had the powers of the castle fruit, let me know in the comments below, because today or tomorrow, or through 2 days of my One Piece, My Hero Academia mixed with One Piece characters. Because I've seen the videos of people hate this guy because of his, like, how he treats the 6-year-old kid. I can't even spell. Treated her as a, like, wants her to be his wife thing because of her power. So, yeah. But my character, the decken thing, or and then the alternate timeline thing was not, because he is like a Zuku version. Like, basically, he respects people, or Luffy version. Because he would have not seen he would not see her as a wife or girlfriend thing. Yeah. So if you guys want me to do that, I'll happily to. But now it's time for me to leave. So if you guys want me to do that, leave it in the comments below. And if this video gets 1 like, then I'll do that part. If it's 2 likes, then I'll do the what izuku was a castle thing. So peace out, y'all. Peace.